Hi everyone, Charlie Delta back with another video. I spent like maybe 2 hours last week just watching YouTube videos on Harvey Weinstein and the Me Too movement. And, like Megyn Kelly and Rose McGowan interviews and Ronan Farrow and when it all broke and everything like that. And a lot of Harvey Weinstein's assistants as well. And he was horrible. Like, I've no doubt that he's just the worst person. And that I can imagine what it would be to walk into that hotel bedroom and he just had power from the very beginning. But Rose McGowan was saying that he used to bully men and women too. You haven't heard too much about the bullying of men. It's mostly about the bullying of women, and whether or not that was because the bullying of women was worse, or because we have more sympathy for women. I'll leave it for you guys to work out why that is. But it did take me back to a philosophical concept of post-structuralism. So we're talking about here about the meaning of words, and so I might say that that's a camera, or this is a man, or this is a beard, or this is a shirt, or something, and non-philosophers just think, well, the word is a straight reference to the beard, and the word beard gives this beard some meaning, or this beard gives the word some meaning. But either way, there's just a simple direction between the sign and the signifier and the signified. Post-structuralists go a little further and say that things are defined by their difference. So shirt, sure, it's whatever, it's made out of material and it sits on the top half of my body and all that sort of stuff, but it carries a definition because it's not short. So we might say this is defined by the thing that if I take it off in public, I probably don't get arrested immediately. If I take shorts off in public, definitely arrested immediately. Or to put it another way, I can't just go swimming at the beach in this, but I can just go swimming at the beach in shorts or something like that. And there's a difference between the two. It probably works better for female. Most post-structuralism works better for female references, but like bathers, there's a clear difference between a one-piece and a bikini, and a two-piece and a bikini, and that is to say the two-piece carries something like a sexualized notion. But if one-piece bikinis had never existed ever, and there was only ever two pieces, it wouldn't carry the sexualized expression because you had nothing to compare it to. So very simplistically, you can't have light without the dark, you can't have heavy without light, you can't have long without short. But in the human context, we say things like, if men go out and do all the war and do all the building and do all the conquering and the exploring, then without doing anything at all, women get defined as domiciled or as like non-explorers or unwarlike or something like that. We just heard Barack Obama say recently that women would the world would be better if women ruled it, and it's a reference to saying that women wouldn't make war or women wouldn't be violent or something like that. But that in and of itself is sexist, because it's saying that, well, those things, which are totally a part of the world, they're for men, and that, saying at home making sandwiches, ruling the world without war, that's for women. And it's still creating a difference. And as I understand it, a lot of feminism is based on post-structuralism, but a lot of the impetus that feminism gets for some of its attacks upon the patriarchy or the way that a constructed society works is that we construct differences. And there are good differences like exploring, and there are bad differences like staying at home and make sandwiches, and that those differences are gendered. But when I look at the Me Too movement, we're saying that Harvey Weinstein was mean to everyone, and that it's terrible when it happens to women, but it's not so terrible when it happens to men. Or something like, if a woman walks into Harvey Weinstein's bedroom in a hotel room somewhere, well, she couldn't possibly be expected to extract herself from that situation or something like that. But if a man did, perhaps like Brad Pitt, he should punch Harvey Weinstein in the face or something like that. Or something like completely, totally, 100% bullying your employees is bad when those employees are female. But when they're male, well, the guy's just going to have to suck it up and get on with it. And it does now. I detected from the 2 hours of videos that I was watching last week that feminism now seems complicit in this making differences between men and women again, which is something I always thought they weren't going to do. And so what does that mean for us as men? It means that if you were ever thinking that there was going to be some sort of parachute, you were going to get out of the patriarchal plane, pop your feminist parachute and land safely, I wouldn't have thought so. I would think that if you were feminized, if you come from being the man out there and meet women in the middle as they come from being the old-fashioned female out there and meet us in the middle, and there's equality, I don't really think that's going to happen. I never really did, to be honest. I don't know who really thinks that's going to happen. But the Me Too movement isn't trying to say let's treat men and women the same. You could go to Asia Argento, you could go to the Kevin Spacey stuff. That has never got anywhere near as much airtime as the idea of a young, attractive female was bullied. We we just want to see the end. There's people calling for death penalties and things for Harvey Weinstein, or just like never see him again, or just throw him in prison for 20 years and stuff like that. I've never seen anything like that said about Asia Argento, except I accept that the crimes were different, but men are being treated in this way. Men are being treated differently from women within the Me Too movement by the people who are saying that structural violence comes from difference. That's my point. Anyway, do you agree with me? I know post-structuralism's not for everyone, but if you do, leave a comment, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I hope to have more videos coming every day. And thanks guys, I'll see you later.